Hi, my name is Precious Osikha. I write, edit, publish, teach you how to write and get paid. I create amazing videos and voiceovers. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for watching my videos. And if you're new to my channel, you are very much welcome. And please do well to subscribe and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. In this video, we are going to focus on those who couldn't submit in the first round. We call it the probation round. All right, so we gave them a second chance to submit for the first round, and the prompt here says, write a story set in the church. The word count is 100 word count. Now, in this particular video, we do not really have this particular team or that team. This is a mix of some of those in the different teams that didn't participate in the first round. So right now I am going to go through, all right, what is expected of them to do. I'm going to explain this prompt, and of course, if you are going to be writing something like this for a competition, or let's just say it's your own personal writing, these are the things you need to keep in mind. And after that, I am going to talk about their stories. Okay, now let's get started. Okay, when you are faced with a prompt like this, the first thing you need to do is understand what the prompt is about. Now, in this case, you're to write a story set in a church. Now, in regards to this, you have to stick to the word count. So it can be any storyline or idea, but as long as that your storyline is set in the church, okay, that is the area of focus. You have to put that into consideration, right? The next one is to understand the word count, and the word count stays 100. Now, for a 100 story, we are sticking with a flash story, and flash stories are fast-paced. All right, there is really no time for so much information. So you have to stick to the moment in time. You have to just stick to a scene or two scenes at most. Okay, now the next is to get an interesting idea that fits into the prompt. So since I said we should set a story, okay, write a story set in the church, so you need to think of a very nice idea that fits into this particular prompt. Now, in cases like this, I know you will be wondering, must it be that whatever I'm going to, say or write in my story should be about a church service or a Thanksgiving service? Not really. It doesn't have to even be a Thanksgiving service or a funeral service, but it should be a very nice idea that is happening right there in the church. There are a lot of things that take place in the church. Good things happen in the church. Even people do evil in the church. It's true. So you need to ensure that your story is very, very interesting. Okay. The next one is the story elements. Now, I made a video, okay, in regards to the story elements, explaining, all right, okay, the different story elements. So you should try to watch that video. All you need to do is check the link on this particular video, that's the description box rather. Check the description box on this particular video, and there is a link there. Just click on it to watch, or you can look up on the screen, okay, up there. There is also a link, you can click on it to watch that video on story elements. In fact, when it comes to word count too, in case you do not know how to monitor your word count, as writers, you might have this beautiful idea and you just want to keep writing and writing and writing non-stop. You can actually try out any of the apps I recommended for writers. It's going to help you. You would even see your word count. If you want to watch that particular video, okay, the video known as the best apps for writers, you can click on the description of this particular video. The link is there, or you can look up there on the screen too. The link is there. So let's get back to the story elements, okay? And the first one, the story elements, is character. You have to ensure that whatever you're going to put in here, your characters are relatable and we can actually connect with them. Whether you're using one character, you're using more than one character, whether you want to stick with, let's say, a Thanksgiving service or funeral service or a congregation or whatever, just ensure that they are relatable, okay? We can understand. we can connect with these characters. I hope it's understood. So the next one is the setting. Okay, what setting are we going to be using here? So we have been told that the story is set in the church, so you have to stick with the church. Okay, and also let us feel this church setting. Let's see how it looks like. We are not giving a name, okay, so you have to come up with something for yourself, all right, if you want to come up with a name. Okay, then let us feel the setting of the church. What does the church look like what's happening there? Just ensure that everything is in line, is in connection with your story. You don't need to spend so much time in describing the setting. Alright, I don't want to spend so much time, but just try to ensure that whatever story you are going to put out there, everything is going to blend. Okay, everything is going to blend. Alright, the next one is the POV, that is point of view. So what point of view are you using? Is it the first person point of view? Okay, is it the second person or the third person point of view? You have to look at it very well to see what suits into your story idea. And then of course we are going to be looking at your tone, your mood, your voice. Okay, all right, let us feel all of these things. Your tone, how how you approach your piece of writing, and your mood, how we, your readers, are going to feel about your story at the end of the day. Okay, these are the things you need to look out for. Try to watch that video to understand story elements better. The next one is the title. Of course, you have to give it an interesting title. Please do not give your title the name of the prompt. Okay, don't give it the name of the prompt. We noticed it in some of the videos we uploaded before now. That's the stories that we sent. Writers will always give you the name of the title of the story, the prompt itself. Try to be creative about your title. Even in regards to this particular story, just try to be creative. Okay, try to be creative about it. You don't just have to say the church. Even if you're gonna use that, but just try to be creative. Creativity pays. It makes you different, and it makes you to stand out. All right. The next one is the plot. So were we given anything in relation to the plot? Not really. We're just told that write a story set in the church. So any good story that falls in line, that is happening in the church, is okay. Just ensure that that story is interesting, and whatever events are going to play out in the story, everything is going to blend and fall in place. All right. The next one is the area of focus or ideas. Yes, you can come up with very nice ideas. You can think of maybe something good happening in the church, or you can think of maybe something that is filled with mystery that is taking place in the church, or something that relates to maybe crime that is taking place in the church. Just think of something very nice. Okay, think of something very nice. Think of something that other writers may not even think about. It could be outside the box. Okay, think of it and do justice to that. Now, we'll talk about the writing rules and vocabulary. Yes, the writing rules and vocabulary, very important. Ensure that you know the writing rules, grammar rules. All right, know when to use your tenses, okay, sentences, your spellings, even literary devices. It's good you use some of them to bring life into your story, to even bring life into your character. Try to use your 5 senses when writing. Don't just use only sat, okay? Use other senses when you are writing. Now let's go to finishing. Of course, when you finish writing, you need to check it over and over again. You need to be sure about what you are doing. Okay, check it out, ensure it's well edited. At least do some editing in your work. It has to be grammar free. Just try your best to do that. Now, still on that particular video, I said I created the best apps for writers. I also spoke about some, editing apps you can use. This is not to say that apps will replace the use of humans. No, it will not replace humans, but at least use it to spell check and check other things in your work before you submit. The next one is the delivery. So how are you going to deliver your work? Were you given certain rules to obey? Please obey those rules. Okay, now even down to the story. How's your delivery like? You might have a very good idea but not well executed. Ensure that it is well executed. Now I hope all of these things I have said are really going to help you. I just hope they're going to help you. Of course, I know they are going to help you. So now let's dive into the the stories. Let's look at these stories, and of course, here are the things I have to say about the stories. Remember, these are my personal opinions as a coach, okay? Do not take them too much to heart, but when I mean to heart, do not feel bad about anything I'm going to say. This is for the writers, but just try to work, okay? Keep working on your craft. And of course, you too, I'll be hoping to hear from you. If you are not part of those writing, okay, you are just coming here to watch and learn, you can actually try some of these things I'm going to be saying about your work. Thank you. The first story here is written by Maurice, and Maurice is from Team Atta. Okay, the first person I want to say here is your title. So I'm wondering why your title has that exclamation mark. Like when I saw it, I was just wondering why it has that. Okay, there's another part you spoke. You said arrived D. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but I think it's visible enough. So there's a place you said arrived D. So it's supposed to be arrived at D. Okay. And the next one again is the dialogue punctuation. So it's placed wrongly. Just check out the last part. So you need to understand dialogue punctuation correctly. All right. Your idea is nice. Your idea is nice, but the delivery, no, it's not well executed. Honestly, couldn't really feel much about what's going on. I feel like this kind of a story idea was not brought to life. Yes, it wasn't brought to life, and I have already discussed some of the things you can do to bring your story to life. I know you can do better than this, okay? I know you can do better than this. Well done, well done. The next story is written by Igwe Choma, okay? Igwe Choma is also from Team Atta, all right? First of all, your title is okay. All right, I just feel like there's really nothing happening in the story. There's no shock, there's no excitement. I just couldn't connect with your story. All right, I feel like you need to work more on your delivery. What are you putting into your story to bring it to life? What do you want us to see in your story? So to me, I just couldn't connect with your story. Okay, try to always write it. You are writing it for your readers, not just for yourself. You are not writing it to read alone. People are going to read it, so we need to feel your story. We need to understand what's happening in your story. In all of those things, I just couldn't connect with it in any way. So please try to work better than this. Put your mind down and do better. If possible, you can enroll in a course to understand how to bring your story to life. All right, you can keep growing, you can keep reading books over and over again to see the way writers we deliver our work in terms of telling a story. All right, thank you very much for your submission. Next one is written by Ebube. Your title, well, it's fair, okay, and your story has potential. I think you had an issue with your sentence structure, okay, poorly executed, and it needs good editing. Probably if you have relaxed yourself, gone through your work over and over again, ensure that it's well edited, then your work would have come out very well. But it didn't come out well because it lacks good editing. But trust me, your story has potential, so you need to work on your editing. Ebobe is from Team Okri. Okay, so I think I have made a lot of posts, and I've also said a lot in regards to Team Okri and their submissions in my previous videos. Please, you can check out all those videos. Okay, just check them out. Go to the story series playlist. Okay, check them out to see some of these videos. Now, Ebebo, I know you can do better than this. You just have to do better than this. Okay, improve in your craft. Take a course, read books. Okay, just try your best and improve. All right, edit if possible. Do not forget. Try out the apps I spoke about. All right, or look for someone who has a third eye to help you look at your work too. Okay, just ensure it's on point. Thank you very much. The next story is written by Famakinwa. Okay, she's from Team Shoinka. Now, I'm not going to say anything about this because you didn't include a title. So I have said it over and over and over again. Titles are very important. So if you feel they're not important to you, well, they are very vital in this particular series we have. It's very important that you include titles. So I won't be saying anything about your work. Okay, we are come to the end of this video. I want to hear from you what you have to say about the stories. Please drop them in the comment section, and you are free to watch this video over and over and over again. The more you watch, the more you are supporting these writers. Yes, you can share the video link. Just click on the share button, share the link to your friends, your family, or your social media platforms. They are free to come and subscribe, and also watch this video and also subscribe. Okay, thank you very much.